Hello and welcome to this HistorySpeak.com podcast. My name is Randy Jaye. This is one of a series of podcasts that are exploring Villainy Among Us. This particular podcast is episode number 2, and it features Ferdinand II of Aragon, who was the King of Spain and who was responsible for instigating various atrocities against non-Catholics during the Spanish Inquisition. Ferdinand II of Aragon was born in 1452 in the Kingdom of Aragon. That's modern-day Spain. He was also known as Ferdinand the Catholic. In 1469, Ferdinand II of Aragon married Isabella I, Queen of Castile and León. Their marriage created the cornerstone for the foundation of the Spanish monarchy. They became the first monarchs to be referred to as King and Queen of Spain. Ferdinand and Isabella reorganized the governmental system and defeated Granada, the last Muslim state in Western Europe. The fall of Granada completed the Reconquista, the centuries-long Christian reconquest of the Iberian Peninsula from Muslim rule. In 1492, they issued the Alhambra Decree, also known as the Edict of Expulsion, which ordered the expulsion of practicing Jews by the end of July of that year from their Castile and Aragon territories and possessions. The Alhambra Decree's primary purpose was to eliminate the influence of practicing Jews in Spain's large, formerly Jewish, newly converted Christian population, and to ensure these converts and their descendants would not revert to Judaism. This mass expulsion resulted in an estimated 40,000 to 180,000 Jews being forced to leave Spain. This caused significant negative consequences, including economic decline, as many of the Jews who were expelled were merchants, skilled tradesmen, and professionals. This expulsion edict intensified the Spanish Inquisition, which was authorized by Pope Sixtus IV in 1478 at the request of the Spanish monarchs. The Spanish Inquisition was established to maintain Christian orthodoxy, which aims to ensure religious conformity in their kingdoms and to combat heresy, particularly among converts from Judaism and Islam. Legal judicial procedures were used to investigate, prosecute, and punish those suspected of religious offenses, often imposing harsh penalties, employing torture, and following through with executions, including some people being burned alive on stakes. The Spanish Inquisition is notable in world history for its longevity, as it lasted over 350 years, and for the cruelty of its actions. Ferdinand II of Aragon devoted himself to persecuting masses of people he perceived as enemies of Catholicism, targeting almost everyone who was not Catholic. He waged a villainous and tyrannical campaign of terror, mainly against Jews and Protestants, to force religious uniformity based on Catholicism within his kingdom. The consequences of refusing to convert to Catholicism were both harsh and deadly. An interesting historical fact is that Christopher Columbus's 1492 expedition to the Americas was financed by King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain. The monarchs provided the ships, supplies, and funding for Columbus's voyage after his requests for support from Portugal, England, and France were denied. The Spanish monarchs were interested in discovering new trade routes to Asia and believed that Columbus's expedition had the potential to find and map new profitable trade routes. Despite Ferdinand II of Aragon's ill-advised mass expulsion of thousands of Jewish people and his villainous and tyrannical campaign of terror against persons living in Spain who did not convert to Catholicism, he was a major factor in the establishment of the Spanish Empire and ushering in the Spanish Golden Age. On January 23, 1516, Ferdinand II of Aragon died in Spain. Many have wondered if anyone, including Catholics, felt any grief over the death of Ferdinand II of Aragon.